Hi, it's Ken from Genius Game, the UK version of The Genius, here with some bonus content of me playing the game Same or Different, or Gyul Hap as it was known in the Korean original. It is the deathmatch that appeared in episode 1 of our series and again in episode 8, the final, which I played against Charlotte. I thought I'd make a little video of me playing it for about 10 minutes just to give you an idea of my thought process behind playing it, trying to give some tips and tricks on how you might play it. But I'm not ashamed to admit that this video is just me showing off. It's me showing off my Same or Different skills. I have practiced this a bunch since coming back, so I'm much faster than I was when I was on the show. It is quite a self-indulgent video, but I thought some people said it's time to be self-indulgent, so I released this video and you can watch me play Same or Different. Okay, this is Same or Different, how it works. I'm going to explain it very quickly. If you have seen the show, you'll know already how it works, but they're essentially 9 objects and you're trying to find objects, sets of 3 objects where all the colors are the same or different, all the shapes are same or different, or all the background colors are all the same or all different. That means, for example, shape, it could be triangle, 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 or it could be triangle, square, circle. It cannot be triangle, triangle, circle. And that's the same with background color. It could be all grays, all blacks, all whites, or black, gray, white. And color, it could be all yellows, all blues, all reds, or yellow, blue, red. But what gets people confused is that some of the properties can be the same and some of the properties can be different. For example, it could be all the same shape, but different background color and different color. Or it could be all same shape, all same color, all same background color. As long as they're the same or different within each property, it is fine. It's a bit hard to get your head around sometimes, but I think the more you play it, the more you get it. How the scoring works is you get 1 point for every set you find that's correct, and you get 3 points if you call complete when you think you found all the sets on the board, when you've exhausted all the possible sets. However, if you're incorrect about any of those, if you call a set incorrectly or you call complete incorrectly, then you lose 1 point. Let's just play this and see how it goes. I haven't looked at the board properly yet. I'm just going to start. I'm going to play on instinct. So we've got some triangles here. That's fine. Straight away, you found all the same shape. And you've got some circles, but very importantly, there's only 2 yellow circles and they're both different background. And then you've got 2, a blue and a red, which is the same background. So you actually can't make anything of the circles and there's only 1 square. So now we're looking for different shapes. And you can compare this square to basically everything because it is just a square on its own, and you can compare it to everything else on the board. And I think that might even be it already because there's not much going on. Is that going to be complete? There we go, straight away, just 2 sets that time. You've got to call complete earlier than opponent. That's a key to winning because it is worth 3 whole points. So you can't dilly-dally and be shy about calling complete. In fact, a lot of the time you're going to have to risk early completes because actually calling complete is worth 3 and calling incorrectly is only worth -1. So it's worth it just to do that. This might be it as well because we've got 1 black background, which is on its own. It doesn't compare to this. We've already done this one. It doesn't compare to this gray background. So actually, and we found all the same backgrounds. So I'm just going to call complete. There we go. You just got to call fast complete. So I'm going to not talk for the next few, just the focus on getting it right. If you talk too much, it becomes too difficult for me to talk while also playing it. I'm just going to do a few of instinct. I think that's all of them. There we go. Be speedy. I'm going to show off some speed this time. I will get some wrong because I'm not perfect. And sometimes I jump the gun a bit and I call complete a bit too early sometimes. Ooh, some interesting ones in this one. Quite a few in this one. Quite a few. That might be it because I've kind of compared everything. I've done that one. Yep. I think that might be it, but I'm tempted to. I'll just call complete. Fuck it. There we go. Yes. Go. Let's go. I'll slow down after a bit to kind of explain my thought process. after I do a few, but we'll just power through some just to kind of give you a sense of um, like what I'd be doing if I was actually on the show, not trying to explain it. Obviously, I'm much faster now, so this is not reflective of how I kind of actually thought about the game on the show. I've learned a few tricks and stuff that I'll go through in a bit. This might be complete already. I can't. Am I missing something? I've done that one. Yep. Am I missing? This one here. Yeah, I think that might be complete already. Okay, let's slow down and see what tips and tricks we can do. Well, you can kind of do it systematically, and you can go through all the sames first. So let's just go through same background and go. There's 3 whites, and there's none that work there because there's no square. There's not enough of each shape. There's not enough of each color. So that's fine. Look at the grays. There's also nothing there. The blacks, there's only 2 black ones, so it can't be that. So now we know we're looking across different backgrounds. We can also do the same with shapes. You can do it that way, and you can go, okay, that's definitely a shape. There's not enough circles. There's only 3 circles, and they're quite white. There's only 1 square, so it can never be the same shape now, unless we missed one which was triangles, but I don't think we did because of this weird combination of triangles. I think that is fine because there's no blue black background triangle. So now we're definitely looking for different shape, different color, and different shape, different background, and different color. So we're just trying to compare, and you can compare off this 1 square because it's so unique. It has to include that now. So you can kind of compare everything off it, and you can just go boom, 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 boom. Oh, there's quite a lot there. And I think that we just know that's true because we went through it systematically. So that's one way you can do it. You can do a systematic way. I tend to be slower if I do that, but you definitely make sure you complete correctly. If you're systematic, you can just be 100% sure you're completing correctly if you go through a system. But then there are tricks you can kind of pick up on instinct as well. Like this is a weird board because it's all circles, like 5 circles, 1 triangle, and 3 squares, and all the squares are all kind of the similar backgrounds, so we can kind of ignore them, and we're just comparing to this triangle now once we found the circles, because there's no gray background circles, there's no white background squares, so you're just comparing to this triangle. You compare everything to the triangle. There's not enough grays to compare with this, for example. There's not enough white background squares to compare with. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. I was just trying to do an example. There's not enough white background squares to compare to the black ones there. So it is just comparing to the white background circles, and then that's systematic. You found it. Yes, and you can go through that system, or you can just kind of have a good instinct of what looks sort of complete and go from there. I do a mix of both. If I get really stuck, I will go back to systematic, but I've played it enough that you kind of have an instinct about the shapes that are involved. Like this one, all the triangles don't have a white background, so you can kind of ignore. Same triangle doesn't work because there's not enough of them. Same square doesn't work because there's not enough of them. There's not enough. So it's all different backgrounds, but then it has to build off all different shapes. It has to be all different backgrounds once you find, because of these. So it is all building off these black triangle ones, and they have to involve a square and a circle. So you just compare like this to this and this, you got that. And you can compare this and this and this, and you got that. You can compare this, you got that. You compare these triangles, but you don't need to worry about triangles. All triangles, we've already ruled those out. So it's just complete straight away. It's very simple, very, very straightforward game. Very cool ways to think about this game. I really like the different ways you can think about it, because you don't have to think that way. You can think in different ways. That's just the way I've kind of settled on. See, this one's also pretty locked up because there's only 1 gray background. So you kind of compare everything to that. And there's not enough circles. So we've already done that one, but I'll do it again. There's not enough red squares. There's no red squares. So it's kind of done already. And you can just be kind of confident it's done. You don't really fail completes. Like you can do very fast completes if you have a good instinct about what's kind of done, what is missing. You can have just a very fast instinct about completing. And that will give you such a big edge if you can just steal completes from your opponent. 5 already? Bam! I think that's almost it. I think there's not enough. See this here. There's not no white background squares. There's a grey background squares. So you're kind of quite confident it must be complete here. Like it can't be more than 5. It feels like you're just kind of confident enough. You just need to be. This one again. There's so many whites, and I think we found all of them. So we kind of just going off everything else, and there's only one black triangle here. So you just need to compare it to that, which we did, and then you need to compare it to this, which we did, and then we just complete, and then you're fine. Easy game. So yeah, I've actually practiced this quite a lot now, and I've come up with quite a good instinct for this kind of thing, and that's given me like, I would have never been this fast on the show. I wasn't even this fast like 3 weeks ago, but I ended up getting quite into it again when the final was coming up because and around the final, after the final, I just want to play it again. So this is kind of an unfair representation of how fast someone can be if they're actually on the show because this is a lot of practice has come in. See, there's no like yellow triangles here, and there's no white background triangles. So you kind of are just kind of fine. There's no white background yellow squares, so you kind of know that this is probably correct. And oh, I've missed something obvious. So there we go. I fucked up. It's good to see me fuck up. I have fucked up. I think it's this one here. Yeah, I missed that one. Just missed the black square. Was quite pivotal. I kind of was complacent there. You got a bunch of stuff here. Oh, there's no blue squares, so that kind of limits everything here. There's no blue squares, so you're just playing circles. You're just playing through the circles. And I think I found all the circles, fingers crossed. So now I'm just looking for different shapes, and we got that one. Have I found all the circles? I think so, because there's only this circle which kind of hinges. Everything hinges on this circle because there's a grey background. So you're just comparing against the different white backgrounds and the different white backgrounds. So obviously this one as well, the 3 circles. I kind of miss those quite often. I'm glad I saw that there because sometimes I missed the most obvious thing in the world. And we've done that one, so it's all good. And now just comparing this square. You have to kind of compare this square to this triangle. We've already found the one with this triangle, so you'll just compare it to this triangle, and I think you can just be confident now it's done. So how long have I been recording for? 1 second. I have been recording for 12 minutes, so I should probably stop. Let's do one more because I'm enjoying talking about it. Let's just do one more. I really, really am addicted to this game. It's really addictive. It's such an addictive game. Here, the circles are kind of done. There's 5 circles, and I can only really see 1 because if you try and mix these 2, there's not another red. So there's not a white background yellow. So you just kind of ignore that. Similarly, you can kind of ignore anything involving these 2 because there's no blacks. So it has to really involve this square. It pretty much has to involve this square. So there's that one, and there's not much. That might be it. It looks like there's way more in this one, but I think that might be all of them because it does look like there should be way more, but it just is. We'll do one more because I'm addicted. We'll do one more. I hope you found this video enjoyable and not too manic. I'm kind of quite manic when I play this, but it is just so fun. I really love it. All these triangles, so it must involve this square here, because the square really, that we've kind of done all the triangles possible. I think with this situation where there's 3 kind of reds, 2 blues, 1 yellow, you got the 3 reds, and then you compare like blues to kind of to the reds, or blues to the yellows, and I've found those already. So there can only really be 3 that's just all triangles. So you kind of do that fine. And then you've got the one up here with the square, and you just have to find the other square, and it has to be off this. So that's systematically all fine. Complete. One more for the road, because I just want to keep doing it. Maybe I'll fuck up on the last one to ruin my streak. This is a circle heavy board, so you just find all the circles, and I think I found all the circle only ones. Did I do this one? Okay, there's one more all circle only one, which I missed. Could have been dangerous if I just assumed. But now it's all off this square. The triangles are useless because There's only 3 triangles. They're different colors, etc. Or the like 2 of them are the same color. It's useless. So it is off this, and I think we found uh one more down here. I think we found all of them because we've kind of compared to all the all the things now. So I almost missed this obvious one. I missed the most obvious ones, which is just like the most basic ones, like where it's just all the same color and um all the same background. It's just so obvious. It's right there on my face. But that is there we go. So that was me playing Same or Different for about 15 minutes. I hope it was fun and informative and not too self-indulgent. At least I hope that if it was self-indulgent, it was acceptably so, because I'm still kind of buzzing off the end of the final and I wanted to just play this game on camera for you guys. And yes, it was just me doing something quite ridiculous, but I hope it was fun to watch along, to kind of see my thought process and stuff. And I hope it wasn't too manic. I was speaking very fast, but that's basically because I was also playing the game very fast. I was trying to keep up with the time limit of the game. I will also be plugging away at some things that are coming up on this channel. I will be releasing some content on this YouTube channel. So this will be a little bonus content to kind of drum up a bit of excitement. I will be doing a recap video called The Stories They Didn't Have Time to Tell. And it will just be me going through some very important things that happened in the game that they didn't have time to show in the final version because of the limited time slot. And it'll be stuff that ultimately I wish they could have shown if the episodes were like 90 minutes to 2 hours long. Unfortunately, they couldn't be that long, but it will kind of go through all the things that I thought were quite important for the actual gameplay narrative. So that'll be the stories they didn't have the time to tell. I will also be releasing some content in a series called The Geniuses Play Board Games, which will be several videos, at least 6 videos, maybe more, of me gathering some of the cast members from Genius Game to play some of my favorite board games. We've got Codenames, we've got Skull, we got Six Nimmt, we've got... Actually, we don't have Six Nimmt yet, so now that I've said that, we have to do a Six Nimmt. We've got Ink and Gold or Diamond. We've got Just One. We've got a few others. They'll be fun videos. I'll release them at some point over the next few weeks, one a week. And the last thing I want to plug on this channel, do subscribe to this channel to keep up with all of this. The last thing I want to plug is that on the 24th of June, the Tuesday, I will be doing a charity live stream gathering 6 members of the Genius Game UK cast and 6 other people from my general live / no rolls bards / my own board games group to be playing the grand old game of Blood on the Clocktower. That will be a charity stream starting at 8 p.m. on the 24th of June, 8 p.m. UK time. So those are things that you need to look out for. Probably the charity stream will be the first thing to come out, but please do subscribe to this channel if you like watching me, if you like supporting me, and yeah, keep an eye out for this live stream. Anyway, that was me playing Same or Different. Thanks so much for watching. I've been Ken Cheng from Genius Game.